Welcome to the Saint Augustine Wellness Insights with Amber Shah, the Shah of Saint Augustine. My name is Amber and I'll be your host as we view 108 Lynn Drive in Palatka, Florida. Let's check it out. Okay, we're just a mile away and this is the road leading up to your road, and there are some houses on this road and it is not too densely populated, but there is not a bunch of like farms over here. And there was a Dollar General on the corner and there was a little strip mall nearby, and there are a couple of churches nearby. Okay, we're turning into Lynn Drive. There is a house on the corner over here where there's like several houses on the corner actually, but then there's a dog outside and my dog is going nuts, so I brought my dog with me for the ride. What a great decision. Okay, so 108 is actually right next to that guy on the corner, so you are the next one. So we turn in onto Lynn, and then there's a house in the corner, and then they got like multiple stuff on their property just like you do, and this is the entrance for your property off of the main street. This is the guy over there on the corner, and this is you, and then this is further down the road, and then across the street you've got another neighbor over there across the street, directly across the street. There's your neighbor across the street. Okay, so as soon as I turn into the driveway here, we've got a code at the gate, which is kind of cool. Right now it's open, but I bet you'll be closing that when you live here. And then immediately to the right, there's another house right over there. So this property appears to go far back, you know what I'm saying? So this is a pretty wide property at about, I want to say 80 just looking at it, but I could look at the map and say how wide it was. There's the house as I drive forward. Looks like there are some cars in the driveway, but they know I'm coming. So whoever's here. But I'll tell you, you've got some beautiful trees in here. You've got some really nice older trees. And one thing I'll tell you about these trees is that you can tell just by looking at these trees that you have uplands here, which means that you should not have any wetlands problems, because these are not the type of trees that grow in the wetlands. Alright, so as we get closer to the home, I'll show you that behind your neighbor over to the left, as you go in your driveway, you can see that his house is fenced off right about there, and then your property is over there. There's a nice shed over there for you. There's space for some toys, and then two more sheds for toys right over there. Welcome to 108 Lynn Drive, Palatka, with 6.7 acres. All right, so this house is located in the middle of the property. Okay, so you have a pretty long driveway here, and from side to side there's one covered shed and then one uncovered shed over there. As we go a little bit further over, that one is yours, and that one is across the other side of this fence right there is your neighbor's property. So your property goes behind that shed right there, to that fence up there, and to this fence right there, and then over on that side, beyond those two uncovered sheds. Don't mind my car, but then that's the house in the middle of the property, and then we're gonna go further back. I'll show you that. And then here's to the side, and we've got a fence and some stuff over there that appears to look like the property line, and your neighbor's stuff is over there. Okay, so here is the front yard. From here we've got lots and lots of beautiful trees with about 3 acres in front of us over here. And then here we are in the middle of the 6.7 acre property right near the house. And we're gonna go check out the house. We've got the house plus a large shed and one uncovered and one covered shed and one small shed. So that's a total of 5 different structures on this property. I'm gonna go check it out. All right, let's check it out. All right, so there's the front door, and as soon as you enter the front door, you're in the living room, and there's a cool bay window here with a pad so that you could make it into a reading nook or whatever you want. And there's the kitchen right there too. So as soon as you walk in, you got the whole like Florida living situation here with the back dining area, and then you could make this into your living room. And then I'm gonna go over here to your kitchen. You've got a little mini pantry here. And you got some dark countertops over there and some nice wood. So that's cool. And then you've got a pantry over here. You've got some GE appliances, Whirlpool, Frigidaire. Those are some pretty average appliances. So they appear, I can hear the refrigerator working. Looks good. Do like a side-by-side standard size there. Everything's got power still, so looks good. Okay, and then out this door, we appear to have a door that leads to a garage, and there is your garage. It's a decent sized garage that would fit definitely at least one vehicle, possibly 2 small vehicles, or if you just keep this garage empty, if you are the type, you could probably put 2 vehicles in there. You've got your power, electrical right here, and then you can also see out your back window. Okay, there's your last structure I can see. And then you've got some utilities, you've got a little creek action, so you are on a body of water over here, and you can see this more clearly without the screen. So I can see it pretty clearly through the screen, but through the screen on the video it's a little bit more dusky, but we'll come through that in a minute. All right, so there's your electrical right there. It appears as though you might have had a invasion, but now it's good. And as I come back over here, I can see that there is a little bit of, standard really water damage, but like we might wanna, you just need to really just patch that up. It doesn't really look that bad because you've got your cement blocks under it, and this just needs to get patched up. It's just drywall, a little bit of dry rot in there. It's a 30-year-old house, so I would say that's probably pretty standard for Florida. And then you've got your hot water cleaner here that appears your water is from hopefully within 20 years old. 12 to 20 would be good. Cannot see a year on this bad boy. Let's see if I can find one up here. That might be in the seller's disclosure. I might end up getting rid of this part of the video. What year does it say? On here, do we see it? Not 100% sure. All right, then we've got our air here, which is from 2013. So this one is 11 years old. So that's pretty good, but that's still sort of end of life. This, because I think those are supposed to be 12 to 15 years old. Man, this water heater is making me a little bit verklempt not being able to find the age of it, because it should just be right on it somewhere. So sorry about that, but based on how I can see that there's, like rust on the bottom of it and whatever. But so this guy though, and looks like it's where your washroom's gonna be because there's water hookup here. So this is where your washer dryer would go here in the garage, okay? All right, so you have a washer, dryer, hookup, water heater, and your HVAC system all in your garage here. And that's the door that goes back into the house. There's another door right there that goes out to the back patio. Okay, you can lock this door pretty completely. It's very nice. It was just open a minute ago. Okay, here we go. And then I have a screen door that goes to my back porch, and there's a screened in lanai back here. The screens actually look pretty good. You've got a few little holes in the screens, not too many. You've got some TV mount ready to be put there, and then you've got some Edison lights that are up here and a fan. So you've got a pretty nice situation back here already. I would say this is pretty move-in ready. But I mean, there's no rust, so that's cool. So I don't know how old this lanai is, but it doesn't look very old at all. And then we lead into the back. So there's more of your neighbor's stuff back there. And oh my gosh. From the screened in lanai, you've got the two doors from the screened in lanai that go to the living area, and then this other door here that goes to the garage. And then from the porch, we come back into the living area, and here's the view from the kitchen. Those are your kitchen lights and the ceiling. So far, I've been checking out the ceiling, and it looks okay. All right, so as you come off of the kitchen, then we go in here, and it is the master, and it has a giant TV up here, and I don't know if that comes with the house, but that's in here, so you can see how they had it set up. I guess their bed would be like over there, but of course, you know, you can redo this however you want. I would say first and foremost that I would recommend that this place has a good deep clean. Like the doors, I don't know if you can tell from looking at them, but they look very dirty. Like I would want somebody to wash these doors. They look actually a little bit hairy. So I wonder if, you know, people that were living here had dogs before, they might have cleaned it, but also due to the humidity, then anything just floating around the walls would get stuck inside there, and I totally see how that would be an average thing that would happen normally. And then I'm trying to find this light switch. Here we go for the master closet. It gets pretty deep. I would say this is probably about 6 feet wide and about 12 feet deep. Okay, so you've got a lot of space in here. And then there is a lot of opportunity with this closet. All right, and then in your master, next to the closet, we've got our master bath, which has a step-in bathtub, and your light switches are in a few steps. Yeah, that's definitely, I would want to clean the light switches. Look a little bit dingy, and you've got a little tiny, you have a closet here. Oh, and also, hi, it's me. Hi. Us Floridians, you know, enjoying the nice weather. Okay, so here's the bathroom closet. You've got a little closet. And this one, I would say maybe in the video, it looks darker and dingier than it actually is. Perhaps just a little bit dusty. But down there, the grout is not so bad in real life. I think it looks bad in the video. It looks very dark. But in real life, it's more of like a grayish, and I would definitely just say that after a deep clean, this would look really nice. I like this. This is a grayish marble in here, but then we've got the yellowish paint that reflects off it, makes it a little bit yellowish looking. But there's your master bath tub, looking good. The ceilings look good. I can say I think that it looks like this place has been painted within the last few years, but you might want to redo it. I would say it was not really done very well, and perhaps they only did like one layer, because you can see different places where they like even hit the ceiling. There's a lot of ceiling marks around here. All right, so that's the master bathroom and the master bedroom. And again, I'm not seeing, but I'm gonna call Haley actually. As I walk across the main foyer, there is this closet here. And then there's an American flag in there, that's cool. Maybe it comes with it. If you're into that, America. All right, so then I go in this main hallway here, which is to the right. When you first walk in the front door, your master bedroom is going to be on the left, and then all the other bedrooms are on the right. There's your main bathroom for your community. All right. And your fan is making a little bit of a noise, but perhaps if it hasn't been run for a while, then after running for a little while, it'd be good. All right, so off to the back end of the house, you've got one bedroom back there and another linen closet. Little linen closet, but kind of deep though. All right, and then to the right, you've got bedroom number 3. This one looks cool. This is a trendy one. It's got some shiplap. And yeah, these ceilings, again, they just look dingy. I don't know what, I'm not seeing any water damage. But again, also, I did contact the realtor on the other end there to see if there was anything going on with the roof as far as they knew. And in the seller's disclosure, it does say that they don't know how old the roof is, only meaning that they moved in here in 2017 and never did anything to the roof. All right, so bedroom number 3 has nice closet space. Tons and tons of closet space. Ooh, it goes all the way across. All the way across. Okay. So that's bedroom number 3. This one's very, maybe it's, I don't know which, but that's it. Nothing too special going on back here, except that you can see, oh, the dirty window. Okay, it's a very dirty window. And then this one goes out to the back porch. Very nice. All right, and then I'm gonna do one more lap and see if I see anything on the ceilings here. Just wanted to give you one more tour of the kitchen. You've got a galley style kitchen here. So you've got your countertop and it goes out a few inches. So what kind of bar stools you want to get for that, if you want to get bar stools. And then you've got some countertop cabinets down the bottom there. You got 1, 2, that one's kind of like almost a half. This is definitely an original 90s style kitchen, but natural wood is really making a comeback, so you could get this refinished or what have you. And it looks like you got some fluorescent lighting. Perhaps one light is out up here. And yeah, that's the kitchen. And then you got one more cabinet right about there, which is very helpful. And it is in pretty good shape. They took their dust buster, but they didn't took the charger for it. Okay, and that's your kitchen. Just wanted to show you this bay window that looks straight out your driveway into the road, and you could let your dog sit here perhaps. I think if I had a dog, that I do, he would love to sit here. And then you could totally see like all out the window. You know what? I think I see some nose marks here. Looks like it was a well-loved window. So I just wanted to show you that because I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, so as you come out your front door, this is the view that you have. Just want to show you that. That's pretty nice. All right, but you are 20 minutes away from downtown. So I went through downtown to get here, and I was 20 minutes out until I got here. All right, so this is around the right side of the house, okay? You've got your yard that goes over a little ways to the side, and then behind you, you've got a little creek, okay? And some trees and some vegetation. So perhaps I think some of this land is gonna include this pond back here. I'll show you more in a moment. All right, so this is the back of the house. You got the screened in lanai, and then to the side is that little shed over there. We're gonna go check that out in a moment. And there's the back of the house. And then you have a few trees here. I forget the name of them, but they're not palm trees, they're something else. You've got some nice oak trees around here. Really beautiful. With some nice old moss. Really beautiful trees here. Man, if I was a kid, I'd love to hang off those trees. All right, so here we go to the back shed here. I put my dog in the car, so I'm so sorry. You're hearing him bark. That's not your neighbor's dog. Your neighbor's dog was barking when I did a turn out of his driveway, but after that, he was really nice. So, ooh, you've got some neighbors that have some toys here. You can keep a little pontoon boat. Make friends with that guy if you want to go pontooning. All right, and then you've got a back shed here with that little back porch seating area. It says beach bums gather here. I don't know if they're gonna take that. It's got a fan. You've got electric. Ooh, you got a whole tiki bar situation. Look at that. Tiki bar. All right, and I mean, the roof on this one looks okay. This one actually looks pretty well built, relatively new. I would say that perhaps the owners of this house built this since they've been here. Oh, or redid the structure and kept this sink area, or repurposed this wood on this sink cabinet. But it just, it's a good look. Looks good. Anyways, I'm a fan, but up to you. And there we go. Here we go. Down to sitting on the dock of the bay. And this is yours. And there we go. It is a dock. It looks pretty nice. Ooh, you've got some steps here. So these are like legit steps. Step, step, step. And they're pretty wide. These are in good shape. I like this dock area. Some of those are a little bit, the last step was a little bit crooked. But, all right, so I think that they said that this little pond, okay. So I don't know how this guy's got a pontoon in here, because this is the whole pond. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's tiny, it's cute, and it's yours. So it appears as though perhaps some of your land acreage does include this actual pond. You know what I'm saying? So like, you could legit tell somebody not to go into this side of the pond because it's yours. And they'd be like, do you own this pond? You'd be like, yeah. And, oh, there's a fish. Can you see it? It's very pretty. Oh, there are more. Oh my gosh, it's a whole gaggle of them. Okay, that's enough. You also have some lights, so somehow this appears to have electric down here. So from that dock leading up to your little outside retreat area, I don't even know what you would call this. But yeah, you've got a little standing structure out here. That was number 5. All right, on my, as I count it. And then you've got a little thing here for burning stuff, a fire pit. And it says Bogdan's. Oh, that's their name. So you could keep it or you could get rid of it. But we've got a fire pit here. And then they've got like a little walking trail. You could walk all the way around. I can see that there's like a walking trail that goes to the left of that tree right there. And then you've got some wood that's been cut. And then we're going to go check out these other standing structures just to see what shape they're in. But man, Esther, I like the place. Pretty cool. So listen, if you're a fan of nature, then you've got to see this tree. Like, this tree is amazing. Let me go inside here. Look at this tree. Look at this tree. Man, I love these trees, but dude, you could, I love this tree. Look at this tree. So right there, you totally hop on right there. It's a nice tree. I just talked to your neighbor Charlie, and his daughter lives nearby, and she knows all the neighbors. They all know each other. I'm gonna go check out this shed. He seemed nice. Oh, behind the shed I saw a bicycle. So I don't know what's up with that bicycle. And I'll just show you, there's just random debris. Somebody left some wood, a cinder block, bicycle, and some more parts of, I don't even know, just large things. A mallet. And then we've got central air back here. Looks like we have some air conditioning for this stuff. And then we've got sort of a towing thing. And some trash. I don't know what that box is there on the... And we've got another partial trailer here. Or it looks like a bin that was used for storing some stuff that could be used to store more stuff in the future. They have a boat trailer that they might want to take out of here, and some more debris. Looks like parts of the vinyl siding for these sheds, perhaps. Maybe that one back there is incomplete, because on one side there is siding, but on the other side there is not. So maybe they just decided not to do it. It seems right next to the other one. Oh, there's a trampoline over there too. Let's see if we can get in here. We do have a meter on the shed, and when I talked to the neighbor, all right, so this is the looking at the house. This is the left side of the yard, and that's how you can see the house over there. They said that 1 acre of the land is fenced off, and I can only imagine it's the back part, because the back part has a fence on it that is divided behind the house, between the house and the lake. So I'm not sure if it's just to protect the house from the lake or the pond or what have you, but that's how that appears. So I'm not sure where they would say that it is fenced in, because I'm not seeing an additional fenced in area. We might have to get that clarified. Okay, so now I'm able to enter this shed in here. It is got an engine lift in it, so if you like to do car work, so it looks like it might have been an automobile shed of some sort. And the lights do not turn on with that switch right there, so I'm not sure how they do turn on, but I don't want to mess with the electrical box. But let's just go ahead and turn the flashlight on. Alright, so then we've got this back area here, which is perhaps where they said was the 3D movie theater. Ooh, and there is what I would say to be a special looking wall right there. That looks like a special looking wall, so if this is where you would make a movie theater, that's probably it, because that's got like a white wall on it. And the other walls are kind of tan. And we've got lights up there. And then back here is probably where everything gets installed. Not seeing any other places for things to go, because it probably would be running on a projector. There's lots of power outlets in this room, and it's very, very echoey. It's a good size. As a yoga teacher, I would say this is the perfect size for a yoga studio. But then you've got that back door. We were not able to get through that back door. Oh, but it does work. We're good to go. I'll just go ahead and lock that, and then we can get out of here. But this is a pretty nice structure. I am impressed with the cleanliness, and it just, it does feel brand new. It feels pretty new in here. Pretty good. I like it. But anyways, I need to stop in my opinion. But if you like it, that's the most important thing. So I think this is where you'd have like a garage if you wanted to do some stuff. You could have a craft room. Bring your imagination in here, but there is already a car lift. And in that back room back there is where you have the central air unit. There is a ductless HVAC in there, I believe I saw. Yes, a ductless HVAC is back there. Those things alone usually run about $6,000. So That's that in shed number 1, structure number 2. So we saw structure number 1, which is the house, and then we saw structure number 2, and we saw structure number 5. These 2 back here are numbers 3 and 4 on my count, and there is a screen for a trampoline, but now there's no trampoline. And then right next to that is at least 1 picnic table. And then this guy has had his boat parked there. He has another boat trailer there, another boat there, and another boat trailer back there. So he's definitely got 4 boats here. You could probably definitely fit 2 more at least in an RV. And then you've got this guy here. Oh, they've got a hot tub in there, but does not look usable. So they need to get rid of that somehow. And then there is either, I forget it, I don't really know farm equipment. So this thing back there, that red thing, is that I don't even know, whatever, that thing right there. So there's the hot tub. We're gonna probably want to get rid of that. And I had mentioned, so there's no siding on that side of this standing structure, but it's right next to the other standing structure, so that's probably why. Or this one's incomplete, but there's a ladder. And then kind of like floating around back over near that structure over there, there were some more pieces of siding, okay? And then let's go into the very, very last structure right over here. Let's see if we can. This one has a door without a handle. I'm not seeing how to get in here. All right, so this is the back side of standing structure number 3, and I'll call that one standing structure number 4 with the hot tub in it. Whatever, but this one I can't get in there. So this back side has that little latch with the door, and done my best to try to get in there, but I just cannot. So you can definitely ask the owners, you know, what is up with that, or if there's anything in there. This place has been pretty well cleared out. And then on that side over there, you've got a few houses on the other side of the fence, your neighbors over there mowing his lawn. And then you've got the fence that starts the back of your property over here. And then there's like actually some like uncleared bits that are kind of over there. So maybe that's the additional, because I feel like what's cleared here that I can see is definitely like 5 acres, but I don't know if it would be 7. So perhaps back that way is where you get your additional like 1.5 acres of like natural unkempt land, which is super beautiful. So that is your video, and I hope you liked it. So talk to me later and let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. Bye. And here is the back left side of the home where the driveway goes, and it splits off. So the driveway comes all the way down from the front and it splits off. So like I was able to park my car over to the left side, and then you could drive your car down to the home garage over here, which is covered. Definitely would fit like 1 car in there. And then you've got a basketball hoop that is up here already. The backboard is a little bit broken, but definitely still usable. And then you've got a light post there. So I just wanted to highlight that you have a light post right outside of your garage and outside of your front walkway area. And those are out here already. But yeah. All right, so I just wanted to do one quick external roof evaluation based on what I can observe, okay? Because only based on what I can see, and also I'm not a roofing professional, so we would still definitely need a home inspection here to determine what kind of damage we might see. All right, but either way, just by looking at it, I can see that it looks darker in the middle, which means that you can tell that it has accumulated some weather. But I mean, just by looking at it, it looks kind of okay. I don't know how many years old I would say this is. The other realtor says that based on the insurance amount that they spend, it doesn't seem like it's a very old roof. But again, that would definitely be subject to inspection. And I'm gonna go look at it from the other angles. This angle of the roof is very pleasant. So the front walkway angle of the house looks great. You can see that where you get the darkness is kind of like right underneath this tree here. Let me try to zoom out so you can see the tree covers on top of the house. So the darkness of the roof coloring appears to be consistent with the way that the debris would fall and vegetation would come off of the tree. I don't want to use like too much jargon or whatever, but that means like when the, oh, and then I just noticed there is a little stone missing from the top of the doorway. And I'm wondering if that might have had their name on it, because that fire pit had their name on it. So perhaps that was what that was about. So you might want just one little brick right there, but you know, it's a few bucks. But from the front of the house, this angle, the roof really looks good. Not seeing too many dips or anything, and the coloring is pretty consistent. But yeah, so, but it is Florida, so you never know. Yeah, just by looking at it, I'm not sure what she might have seen with the roof or ceiling, because I don't see anything that really stands out to me. You do have one screen that has a little rip in it right there. And then there were a few nicks in the back screen lanai. Oh, actually I'm outside now. And I do see that this part right near the door, we couldn't get, oh, this just needs to get pushed back in actually. But you know what? This appears as though it might have been rescreened recently, but like kind of poorly, because up there too, it's loose. But it looks like a new screen actually. But this back door, porch door, does not open. I was stuck back there. So I just need to get that door knob replaced. That was honestly the most that stood out to me, because even this back fence looks new. Looks like it was recently repaired, because that wood is in really good shape. All right. Oh, and then there's also another back entryway for your equipment to get all the way back through that fence right there on the far right side. And then there's a walkway in the middle. And there was another on the other end of the fence all the way down yonder. There was another gate for larger equipment to get back there for maintenance and such. And finally, one more thing that I noticed, there is a large bell on that pole right in your backyard. And they have a leash attached to it. So they must have had dog line out here at some point. So I wonder if one of that was for the dog line, or if they used this other part of the pole somewhere that I'm not seeing. They might have taken it down. And then there's a hose there too in the backyard. And not too sure about irrigation. I did not notice any irrigation. We've got another meter here. So they did say there was 2 meters here. It's the 1 meter that's on that movie theater. Oh yes, that's what they were talking about. Now I recall, and we could talk about that in more detail later. But basically that means that if you were to build a second house here, you'd want to build it over there, because that acreage is all cut off. And actually Charlie, who lives in that house right there, I just talked to him. He was very nice, and he said that his place right here was just about 1 acre, and he bought that spot from whoever used to own this before, because they owned a lot of this land, and whoever owned this previously to this owner owned a lot of this land and then sold a bunch of it off. So then Charlie bought some, and then his daughter lives nearby. And he said the other guy over to the left is pretty nice. And he said they have a pretty good little neighborhood over here. So that's what Charlie says. And I'm going to talk to you later. Have a great day.